Alright folks, this is Pitching Ace 88. We are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook, going on to chapter number 3 of Case 53, Burying the Hatchet. Lead Inspector Ace, help, oh help, my end has come. Sandy's killer wants me dead. Aye! Anaki, calm down. You're safe here. Now, why don't you tell us what's wrong? The killer, they just called me on the transportable phone. They said they saw me talking to you at the gas station. And they told me that if I don't stop helping Lead Inspector Ace, they'd kill me. I was so ruffled I used turpentine to clean my pipe instead of cedar oil. Don't worry, Anaki. Ace will go check the gas station and track this killer down. I almost wonder if it's going to be Anaki. And he's just throwing us off a little bit. It would not surprise me too much. I don't know, I'm just very confused at who this could be. Alright. Well, anyways, we got mousetrap. Let's see, where's the mousetrap? I don't know where it is. Pin up. Paper sheet. Oh. No, shoot, that's on a mousetrap. Idiot. There's that. That's a donut. It's on a crown. Or a watermelon. So watermelon. Oh, a clown. You know, I get that confused a lot, believe it or not. Okay, where the heck is this? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I didn't see that. Oh, fail, fail, fail. That torn photo you found looks as if it was printed recently. Would you mind restoring it, Ace? And you picked up Keanu's payslip. There's some smudged writing on the page. You think you can decipher it? Heck yeah, I do. Ugh. It's kind of an ominous type picture. Let's use some of the stars that we have. Interesting. Amazing work. Ace, you've uncovered the faded writing on Keanu's payslip. It says Sandy's your enemy. She will send you away. Well, it sounds like someone tried to get Keanu to kill Sandy. What if Keanu followed their advice and killed her? I didn't kill Sandy. You take that back right now, or I'll... Put your hands up, Keanu. We're taking you in for assault on Ramirez, and you're wanted for questioning about the murder of Sandy Grimes. Heck yeah. Good job, Jones. It's like the first time I'm proud of Jones. Good job. Alright, so anyways, let's try and finish this off. Oh, never piss off a mother. Well, great job, Ace. The torn photo you restored is a picture of Shania with her 2 children. But look, there's something written on it. Sandy, if you harm my family, I'll kill you. Wow, it's a threat meant for our victim. Well, we know Sandy put Shania's children into foster care, but Shania still seemed to like her. You're right, Ace. Let's go see what Shania can tell us about this picture. And I swear, everyone lies to me at the beginning. It's just like, think everyone's gonna be a liar. Makes everything a little bit easier. Look, I'm sorry for what I did to that officer. I got a little freaked out with all your cops hanging around, but I'm not a murderer. I mean, yeah, I was angry at Sandy for trying to send me away. I was planning on trashing her car before we had our appointment, but when I got there, she was already dead. But Keanu, Sandy never wanted to send you away. On the contrary, she was fighting to keep you on the settlement. What? But right after I had unpacked our shipment of turpentine, Ron slipped me a message on my payslip. Now you're saying he lied? Ugh, Ron lied to me so that I would hurt Sandy. How did I let myself be taken in by that rat? I don't know, man. The guy doesn't seem very trustworthy. I don't know about you, Ace, but I'm getting fed up with Ron's lies. Let's haul him down to the station for questioning. Yeah, him and Shania, man. Maybe they're in it together. Shania, we found a picture of you and your children. It had a threat meant on it for Sandy. Sandy, if you harm my family, I'll kill you. I never wrote that. It must have been Delson. Wait a second, what does Delson have to do with this? Well, we used to be married. You and Delson were married? Well, yeah, but we recently got divorced. And then he started dating the kid's social worker. Classy, eh? At least he's a good dad. He still does finger paint with the kids and me. That idiot used my turpentine to clean their hands last week. I don't miss his bad breath either. You'd think a family of badgers was living in his mouth. 'Cause he's a smoker. Shania can talk. She's got super bad breath too. Good point, Ace. Let's ask Delson why he wrote a threatening message to Sandy on a photo of his kids. Man, this is basically just questions, questions, questions. Alright, so I lied to Keanu. I wanted him to believe that Sandy was his enemy. But why? Because I never wanted to hire him. Sandy made me employ Keanu so he could stay on the settlement. For years, that social worker has used my business for her young offender work scene. I'm sick of having these nightmare kids. So let me get this straight. You lied to Keanu because you knew he would try to scare Sandy off or do something worse? What can I say? It's a dog-eat-dog world, lead inspector. Not gonna win you any points, dude. Not gonna win you any points. Delson, it's come to our attention that you gave Sandy a photo with a threat on it. What do you have to say for yourself? Did she deserve to be threatened, lead inspector? Nobody messes with my family. But Sandy was trying to help your family, and you told us you loved her. I did, until she sent my kids to foster care. Last week, Sandy removed my kids from my chain-smoking ex-wife's custody. But instead of rehousing them with me, she sent them to a foster home. I was furious. In the heat of the moment, I sent that threat to Sandy. I don't regret what I said, but I never laid a hand on her. Dude, this is crazy. Everyone hates everyone. Lead Inspector Ace, Anaki is here again. She says she wants to see you one last time. Well, Anaki? Alright, well, will she ever leave us to do our job in peace? Send her in, Ramirez. Inspector Ace, I've been in intense contact with the spirit world for the last hour, and I've been told you have unfinished business in the past. When you're ready to journey back to the Oki village, come see me in my wigwam. Lead Inspector Ace, I'll have the peace pipe waiting. Alright guys, let's go get high. So what are we gonna find here? Lead Inspector Ace, are you ready to journey back to the Oki village as it was 400 years ago? I prepared a stronger dose of the peace pipe. Now inhale and let yourself be transported back to 1643. Ugh, such an odd sensation. It feels as if my spirit's gonna float away. Excellent. You are now ready to embark on your journey to the Aloki village. O great spirits of the land, grant Lead Inspector Ace safe passage into the past. Let's do this, guys. Get her done. Alright, so we got the bison head here, that's easy. Pilgrim hat, torn leather, green snake, saucepan, that's not torn leather? Is that torn leather? I don't know what the heck torn leather is. Oh, that's torn leather. And there's a ship. Ah, there it is. Well, that's interesting. It's only one item. I was expecting like the 12-hour one. Well, we'll see. As the shamanic ritual comes to an end, now come back to the present moment, Lead Inspector Ace, and tell me what you saw. Wow, I must be experimenting travel sickness, right? What a trip. Naki, those animal hide pieces just caught Lead Inspector Ace's attention. Do you still have them after all these years? I do, and if you manage to piece them back together, Lead Inspector Ace, an incredible story shall be revealed. Alright, so I'm assuming we gotta put them together, examine them. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, she's gonna have to help me explain this. Well, great job, Lead Inspector Ace. From the animal hide you have restored, you can see the drawings that recount the tragic tale of Keme. All the Aloki know this grim story by heart because it marks the day everything changed our people. You see, this animal hide tells the story of Keme and his love for an Aloki woman named Inaya. They were both betrothed from birth and were meant to spend their lives together, until the day Inaya saved the life of the pilgrim Solomon Grimes and gave her heart to him. Keme was heartbroken, but had to respect Inaya's wishes, but that didn't stop him from making a vow to the great spirits. I decree that if ever a descendant of mine meets a descendant of Solomon Grimes, they must avenge the loss of my love. And this vengeance shall take the form of a fatal hand removal. In Aloki law, anyone who steals the beloved of another must relinquish their hands and steal their life. Wow, and somehow Keme's angry vow to the spirits changed everything. Life in the Aloki village was never as peaceful afterwards. Oh my goodness, you're right, Ace. What if Delson decided to avenge the loss of Kemi's love by killing Solomon's descendants. I feel we're almost there, but the last missing elements are driving me crazy. How about we go back to the crime scene one last time, Ace? I could not agree with you more. Let's do that. And this is getting good, man. I like their cases are getting more and more interesting. Alright, so we got tomato, sun symbol, rifle is up here, Monument Valley, jacket, mask, wolf, vase, worm, rug, hamper. And I don't exactly know where the sausage... Oh, there it is. Fantastic job, Ace. You just found our victim's jacket. It has her name badge on it. You think we should take a closer look at it? Well, I know better than to question you. And yes, you think it's worth looking through that hamper too? I didn't see it there last time. Wow, I'm really hoping that I got just enough stars. I don't have to do more stars, but let's examine all this stuff. Okay, this should be super quick. Wow, 0 seconds, nice. Nice catch, Ace. That rope you found is exactly the same type as the killer used to type our victim. I agree, it's definitely worth taking a closer look to see if we can find anything linked to the murderer on it. Alright, well, apparently I'm gonna need more than another star. Alright, let's figure this stuff out real quick. You guys may actually see me look through, play another case. You found tiny glass beads embedded in the rope you covered from the hamper at the crime scene. I wonder where they came from. Let's send them over to Grace to see if she can tell us more. Because really all I need is one more star, I think. Yeah, because that's going to be the other 12-hour one that I'm going to have to do. Alright, let's see if I can do this. This is the gas station bonus. I'll use this. And we'll see if I can remember where everything is. Alright, so... this, 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 and what's the last one? There we go. That should give me, yep, gives me my final star. And let's examine this jacket. It's gonna have something on it, I just know it. Oh wow, 3, holy crap. Let's get lucky here, come on guys, let's get lucky. Nice. Hey, 8. I don't mind that. That's pretty good. Excellent work, Ace. You collected skin cells from the victim's jacket. Quick, let's send them off to the lab. Let's do it, man. Woo! Well, hey, guys. I'll see you guys back here in 12 hours. Or for you guys, about 10 seconds. Throw down a like if you haven't already. And let me know what like you did. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Ciao. Alright, folks. We're back. Let's finish some of this stuff off. Well, that's fantastic. The glass beads Ace has found have pretty much led you to your killer. Now you found the glass beads on the same rope the killer used to tie up your victim, and I discovered faint traces of turpentine on the beads, which gives me no doubt they belong to your killer. The killer was obviously wearing a necklace with beads on it. Small beads like these can only come unattached very easily, you know. Also, we're looking for a killer who wears a beaded necklace. Nice one, Grace. Doesn't always mean it's a woman. Let's do the skin sample. Let's figure out maybe hair color, blood type. Well, I examined the skin cells you found on the victim's jacket under the microscope, and I can tell you 2 things. First of all, they don't match the victim's skin type, which means they were left behind by her killer. Secondly, the skin cells were imbued with permanent ink. In other words, you're looking for a killer who is tattooed. Interesting. Alright, Ace, I think it's time to put this hatchet-wielding killer behind bars. Let's see, who could it be? Necklace. It's not him. Okay. Nope, not him. Okay,
could definitely be her. Want to make sure it's not him either. Oh, I don't see a tattoo. So it is her. Alright. Well, they did say that, you know, she was very protective, but... Shayana Peyoda, you're under arrest for the murder of Sandy Grimes. No, I shall not submit to your law. What I did was right and just. I would have gotten away with it if Lead Inspector Ace hadn't gotten involved. I knew what I had to do, so when I saw Sandy arrive for her appointment with Keanu, I jumped her and tied her to the pole. Then I hacked off her thieving hands with a hatchet I'd stolen from the gas station. Stop, I've heard enough. You can tell the whole story to the Judge Hall. Mrs. Shayana Peyoda, in all my years as a judge, I've never seen someone unrepentably proud of their violent crime. What about her crime? She used her outsider ways to enchant my husband, and then she sent my kids away. I was a happy Aloki wife until Sandy started working in on our settlement. She made me the laughingstock of the community. And it's not the first time something like this has happened to the Aloki. Solomon Grimes blackened the age-old harmony of our people the day he stole the warrior Keme's betrothed. But now both the great Keme and I have been avenged. Mrs. Peyoda, you cannot right past wrongs with new crimes. For the pitiless murder of Sandy Grimes, I sentence you to life imprisonment without parole. This trial is over. Wow, well, Ace, I don't know how we would have gotten through such a labyrinthian case if it weren't for your sharp intuition and forensic savvy. And we should thank Anaki for her willingness to guide us through the truth. It just goes to show what our communities can accomplish if they work together. But please, if she offers us that peace pipe again, I'm just saying no. I've had enough trips to last me the rest of my life. Yeah, good job, Jones. I don't blame you, man. I do not blame you. But anyways, guys, stay tuned for the additional investigation where we probably will get some hints about Case 54. So I'll see you guys all in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.